Okay, hello again then. So then, I have done a little bit between videos. As you can probably see, I've been trying to really get the geometry right. So I've edited some of, there's a wall here. I've sort of built a little bit on here. I'm trying to do a little bit of Firelink Shrine between videos because, so that we don't linger on it too much, you know. So, right, this is going to come back to about here. Okay, hopefully I'll be able to get all of this right now. So, right. Let's use that instead. And then here. And then we'll go like like this. So I was doing it between videos because I don't want to just not be talking, if you get what I mean, in the videos, because it's probably not as entertaining. It's probably more entertaining when there's a bit of relaxing commentary going on with it. So the last video probably wasn't as good for you. Let me know though. You know, like, do you mind? I'm not talking as much. I'm assuming you probably do, because it won't be as entertaining. I might have to go in the middle of this video, and then it will sort of be 2 recording sessions, but we'll see. So what I was doing was, in between the recording sessions, was I was trying to get the layout of this right. You can see originally I sort of thought, oh, it will end here, and then I had to push it back. I had to push the whole structure back, push this back, change these walls. I added in this as well, this little design. Again, it will look better when it's all done. So hopefully in this video now I can do a bit more talking while I do this. So, right, the last video I was talking about, I've been watching the X-Files. Not the last video, the video before. People seem to like that. Right. So, no. Oh, sorry. No, it will. Okay. I'm not sure. Is there going to be a wall pattern here? I think that will be the end of that. So it should really go up to here then, shouldn't it? God, this video is going to need a lot of editing. I'm going to have to edit this one probably. I need to get the pattern on this right as well. This has got sort of little... come down here. Let's have a look. Go to there. We just try and get the little area where the water will be in here. Right. So if that's 2 across, this should also be 2 across. It's probably about 3 across, probably. 3 across, and then we'll go with another 3 across. on. A bit more space if you could walk in originally. And then here. Maybe I'll do this. No, not that. This. There. There. This is then what will then be filled with water. Now, if I fill that with water, will that be alright? Because we can't actually have framed there. Or is that too... No, that looks too full. No, I didn't... Don't break it. Okay, so we should make it another one deep then, probably. So we want another one down, then. If we go... No, we don't want to do stairs. We should do this then, probably. Go. Across there. And down here. There. Get out the way, merchant. Okay, that looks good. I think that looks good. I feel like this is a bit too far along now, actually, but I think it's actually okay. If we... Can I get away with destroying this? Where if I do it like... No. Okay. I get over destroying that one probably. Yeah, we'll sort that out later. And up here, up here, and up here. Then this is where like the little ledges. So this will be the little path. Can you please place the blocks, okay? Why is this still here? Why did I delete that earlier? Get out of the way. Get out the way. That along there. Finish the wall off around the edge. Okay, that's a bit much. No, not there, game. Okay. Now I think the good thing here is I think I've got a lot of the layout correct, because in between episodes, like I said, I was generally making sure I got the layout correct. So I think everything seems to be positioned right. Now let's fill this in as well. So yeah, I'm watching the season finale of season 3 finale of the X-Files today. Talitha Kumi, it's gonna be called. I'm really looking forward to watching that, because I, like I said before, when I was younger, I really liked the conspiracy episode. I still really like the conspiracy episode, just like the horror episodes as well, which is really cool. I started playing Resident Evil 4 Remake today, By the time this video comes out, it probably would have been 2 days, so I probably would have finished it by then. But I've played about half of the game today, and it's quite a long game today. It's quite a long game, so I spent a lot of my day playing that game, which I'm alright with because, like I said, Resident Evil 4 it was the first horror game I ever played in my entire life, so it really freaked me out as a kid. But it's also one of my favourite games as a result of it. So I think the remake's good. I won't say too much about it because I'm sure there's some people who haven't had a chance to play it as much as I have, even when this video comes out. But there are a couple of changes which I'm not as keen on. It definitely feels like a 2023 game, in that there's a lot of like puzzles and things which are there to make you feel good. They're not like, the puzzles are not difficult anymore, whereas in the original game some of them were a bit more difficult. But now it's like the puzzles are hard enough to make you feel good, but actually there's only like so many real solutions that it possibly could have been in the first place. So it's not really that much of an achievement that you managed to figure it out. There's a lot of games in 2023 which do trickery like that, where like a puzzle actually looks like it's difficult, but actually there's only so many solutions it ever could be, so you'll get there eventually. Like, it will never take you any more than about 5-10 minutes to complete a puzzle, generally in most 2023 games that have puzzles. Which is why I think Portal was really good, because Portal wasn't like that, you know, and there's a lot, that was around the time when a lot of games started to do things like that. So, like, they've taken out some of the puzzles in Resident Evil 4, which does frustrate me. There's some of the major ones are still there, but they've taken out a lot of some of my favourite ones are gone. Not some of my favourite ones, but some of the ones that I remember a lot are gone, sadly. Which I found disappointing, but oh well. You know, what can you do? This seems a bit low now, which is a bit of an issue. I mean, if you roll and jump off here. I mean, I suppose there actually is a very big staircase around about here. Like, the staircase around here is quite big. Like, if I try and... So this is going to come to about here, right? I'll go to about there. Come on, why don't you just place the bloody things down? So, yeah. Sorry, losing track of what I was saying. But the Resident Evil 4 remake overall, I think, is good. Overall, it is good. By today's standards, like, it doesn't run into that many of the problems of 2023 games, but it does have sort of 2023 syndrome, where, like, it feels more like it's trying to appeal to the masses rather than always being just a really good game. Like, it's, you know, when you play a game like Dark Souls, many people say Dark Souls ruins you, generally, you know, like it stops you being able to appreciate other games, because when you see the things that Dark Souls can do and how amazing a game like Dark Souls is, when companies are trying to actually make a good game that respects the player instead of just making a game that appeals to a casual audience. So that's why I don't enjoy games like The Last of Us and things, as I think I said before. But Resident Evil 4, it does do that to a degree by making a lot of aspects of the game easier. For example, like the item management, when you're trying to manage how many things you can carry, that's not an issue in the game because you can just carry so much now. So you don't need to worry about the amount of things that are in your inventory and whether you can carry that much stuff. You're always going to have, you know, enough room to carry things. And let me think. So I'm trying to build and talk at the same time, and I'm doing a bit more. stuff that requires a bit more attention. So that is something. But generally, generally speaking, the game is better than a lot of other games nowadays. You know, it's easier than the original by a considerable margin, which is why I think I should have probably played it on the hardcore difficulty, but I didn't. So, right, yeah, we're more on the. Okay, I think this is better now. We'll stay there. Now we do. I suppose if we're rolling off of there, we need to probably be one lower. But yeah, as someone who grew up with the original game, I think it is definitely a faithful remake. It captures the gameplay. Anyway, you know, the gameplay is there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. We can make this work. Okay. There's going to be a wall there, actually, isn't there? So let's just sort of finish that off, actually. Let's connect that to that, you know. Yeah, if you liked the original Resident Evil 4, you will like the remake, generally. If you didn't like the original Resident Evil 4, you won't like the remake, because even though it does remove some of the weird, quirky humour the original had, it's still a very, very, very faithful remake. Much more faithful than 2 and 3. Generally, all the content that's in the core game of 4 is there in the remake. Yeah, that can come across there, can't it? Yeah. Okay, that will actually probably be alright if I do this. Use that wall for both. There we go. Sorry if I'm not as talkative, just sometimes you just aren't as talkative. Yeah, sometimes. You don't feel like talking as much. Especially when I'm trying to multitask and do lots of things at once. The other chest is here. Okay, that goes. So that'll be where that is. Okay. There we go. Excellent. That's good. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, this will be a full video episode. I'll get rid of all this crap here. So this is officially the catacombs now. I'm going to have to destroy a lot of this dirt, probably, for it. But, oh well. There we go. Hopefully that will end up being alright. I wonder, because one of the things that annoyed me when they announced the Resident Evil 4 remake is that they didn't do Code Veronica, which was a game that desperately needs a remake. It is classified as an actual part of the series, so it's quite strange that they have omitted it and aren't doing it, because it is classified as an actual mainline entry of the series, just not a numbered one. So they didn't number it, but it still is an actual part of the series. So I don't understand that really, but oh well. Let's just do this for a bit. But after 4, now they've done 4, I think they probably will do Code Veronica, because it's another game that was somewhat successful, that they can give the remake treatment and people will probably be alright with it. But they could also do 5. Like, if they've done 4, there's no reason why they shouldn't do 5, because they're very similar games and they play in a very similar way. They have similar controls, similar inventory for the most part. So there's no real reason why they wouldn't do 1 if you're doing the other, you know? So now that they've said they're doing 4, which is a game that didn't really need a remake in my opinion, there's no reason why they wouldn't do 5. So maybe it'd be 5 next. After this, I think I'm probably going to do... I'll be starting Undead Burg after this video. So if you are bored of me doing Firelink Shrine, don't worry. It'll be over soon. And in the next video, it'll be Undead Burg, which should be interesting to say the least to do. I just want to sort of get some of this down so that it looks more like an actual world rather than platforms floating in the sky, if you get what I mean. Okay. Nope, not there. There. It's looking a bit better. Get a few more on there. There we go. We see that. That's looking good. Okay. That's looking good enough, I think, for now. It's still not looking fantastic, but, you know, once I've added things like the moss and things and sort of some more finer details, I think, you know, things will look a bit better, won't they? If I get some chiseled stone. Where is that? That's lodestone. What the hell's lodestone? Decorative stone. Let's go with like... Yeah, let's get out some of this as well. So we'll go... There. It's more... No, that's a square. It needs to be a rectangle. There, that sort of looks a bit better. I think this is looking better. Yeah, I'm not overly happy with it. But I think I've got the geometry right, which is the main thing. You know, this room's a little bit iffy. I think this needs to come down a bit. It's much too deep down there. But we've got this right. This right. All this is right. You can drop down here. Come through here. You've got your chests. The other chest here. Let's knock that one back because that's what I think that's a bit too... there we go. You've got this all here. You can come over here. You've got this here. Drop down. You're in the catacombs. Fight some skeletons. I said spiders then. Skeletons. You can come back up. Okay, that's a bit of an issue. Oh no, what am I doing? There we go. And then, yeah, see? And then here we go, yeah. So we've got this section up here, up here, up here, up here. You can go around here. This should probably be another extra one, I think. Can you... Oh, why does it do that when it starts to build the blocks and then it just doesn't do it? So frustrating. Oh, it did it again. There we go. And then you can get the item here. So this needs to be, yeah, it needs to be like that, blocked off like that. Okay. Get the item here. And then I think you can drop down from here, can't you? I think it's like you can come down here and then roll off of here. So yeah, I think this has come along nicely. You know, I think this is good. I'm happy with this. Next time we're going to be going more up to there. We're going to start working on the Undead Berg. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe even share this video with them if it was good enough. Thank you again for watching. This is Soul Reborn signing out. Have a good one.